What's going on, guys? It's like 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m., whatever the time is right now, the evening after Knuckles Up 2 here in New Jersey in the United States of America. And I had to make a video, give my thoughts about everything. Obviously, some really interesting stuff has unfolded. We'll start with the fact that um, the event, I've had the privilege of being at pretty much every major promotion there is within the world of arm wrestling to date, and I just have to take my hat off to these guys. The experience has been nothing short of phenomenal. From the moment we arrived here in New Jersey, the way we've been catered for as athletes has been beyond anything that I was even imagining. I can't speak highly enough of the way that Knuckles Up has taken care of the athletes. I've just returned from the kind of farewell congratulations dinner that we all had. And it was like the cherry on top to an absolutely amazing weekend. But biggest, most sincerest thank you from myself and Joanne for an amazing weekend and event here at Knuckles Up number 2. Production, if you've watched the pay-per-view, you will know what I'm talking about. Production was amazing. The room atmosphere was spectacular. The quality of the professionalism of their production was the best that I have seen. It's hard to describe just how much these guys exceeded my expectations in terms of this entire experience. Matches across the board tonight were incredibly entertaining. Jason Merlo and Tom Holland, match of the night. Phenomenal war back and forth to such a degree that going into that final round, I had no idea who was going to win it, and it was brutal. It was genuinely on a knife edge, and I think that it was one of the best matches I've seen. It'll probably be one of the best matches of 2024 already. Even though it's only the first 6 days of the year, I think that will be, come the end of 2024. You'll see this in the top 10 matches of the year without a doubt. So credit to those two guys for that. But not only those two guys, but across the board, the energy of the room, the energy of the athletes was fantastic. Now I have to talk about my opponent, Baek Seong Yeul from Korea, as Jake announced him into the room, the godfather of Korean arm wrestling. He's a special athlete. Although I won the match 3-0, although it looks on paper like it was one-sided, it was, in fact, for me, the most physically painful match or physically painful victory I've ever had. I can't even talk. In a muscular strength sense, I would say that I was never panicked. But the thing that stopped me, or the thing that was causing me to have that anxiety of like, oh, I don't know if I can get this done, was literal pain in my elbow. The side pressure that Baek has with his wrist back was pound for pound the best side pressure that I have ever encountered. And transitioning to a press from my top roll was literally going through the pain barrier. Round 1, I got through and I got the victory. And although it looked like I was in control, I had doubts. In my head, I had doubts. I thought, I don't know if I can do that again. I don't know if I can go through that degree of pain without it flaring up further. I was very thankful that the pain didn't flare up any further and just stayed constant, and I was able to persist through. But his commitment and his willingness to break, like, I haven't watched the match back fully yet. I've seen a couple little moments of it. But his willingness to put himself in an all or nothing position, his willingness to literally put his body on the line and be willing to break was phenomenal. I would love to see him pull again. If I personally had to match him with someone here in the United States, I would say Dallas Langston. Dallas Langston, Baek Seong Yeul, absolute fireworks of a match. I think it'd be perfect. I hope something like that happens, because Baek was not only a great puller, he was such a gentleman. He was truly, truly humble He was truly, truly respectful. Even tonight, we went to a Korean barbecue. He was showing us how to do it. He was up there helping us cook the food, serve the food. Um, and he even arm wrestled a bunch of the chef came out. I got to tell this little story quickly. The chef of the Korean barbecue came out. He was proper jacked. He was a massive dude, and he clearly knew how to arm wrestle. And I don't know if he's part of an arm wrestling club because no one knew this dude, but he knew a lot about arm wrestling. Anyway, he caught wind of, we're all arm wrestlers, and he caught wind of Baek being the number one Korean, and he was like, I want to have a go. And this guy was getting into it, and Baek, being a genuine pro arm wrestler, just comfortably pulled through him. And the look on this chef's face at the end of that, he was genuinely so shocked. I think it was the first time he'd lost in an arm wrestle, and he couldn't quite understand what he'd just gripped up with. But I can't speak highly enough of Beck. I had a great time getting to know him. I hope he now knows me. I know he didn't know me prior to this match, but yeah, his performance tonight was amazing, and like he crushed me in the press conference too, which was really, really cool. The next thing I wanted to talk about that was a perfect situation this weekend was Rob Vidgen Jr. A lot of people have known the story. Rob Vidgen Jr. and I, we've had beef over the internet over the last 3 years. There's been heat back and forth. A lot of people were highly anticipating, what tension's going to unfold, what craziness are they going to fight, all these sorts of things. And look, I'm really glad that it went the way that it did. Rob and I, a lot of respect for each other in the room. We got the chance to grip up before anyone had a match. We felt each other's hands. We could feel, between the two of us, we could feel there's a match there where we don't actually know how it goes. We could feel that. He put in a great performance against Brandon Allen, dominant 3-0 victory, and he called me out. Now, when he called me out, I had to play my part. I had to fulfill my duty and make destiny come together by getting a decisive victory myself. So I got the 3-0 victory, and I gladly accepted his challenge. We got to grip up in a bit of a photo, which you've probably seen, and I'm so grateful that this match will finally occur. The when, the where this match will occur, yet to be confirmed. But I'm just so happy that this match will now finally occur. Rob and I, we've had enough conversation, we've felt enough, and we've seen enough evidence that we both believe this is a match now. Years ago, look, I'll pay respects. It probably would have been too much for me. Rob would have been too much, but I think that where I'm at now, it's a match. I have tools, I have attributes that I can use, as does he, of course. And what do you know? My wrist actually is bigger than his after all this time. His hand is longer, my wrist is thicker, his biceps are way bigger. But that's the balance that we have going into this match now. Like I said, the when, the where, that's to be determined. But we have reached a point where we are in absolute agreement that there will be a match in 2024. So I thoroughly look forward to that opportunity, and I'm grateful for everything that transpired between myself and Rob. So overall, guys, I would ask all of you, if you haven't seen the pay-per-view yet, please go and buy it. Please support Knuckles Up. I think Knuckles Up is phenomenal. I think that if you haven't seen Knuckles Up yet and you go and watch it, well, if you're local, come and see it in person. You will not be disappointed. It's an amazing atmosphere. The best standard event I have ever been a part of. And keep in mind, I've been a part of WALs, I've been a part of King of the Tables, East vs. West, Arm Wars. I've hosted events myself. I understand what it's like. This is my best arm wrestling experience to date. There's no word of a lie there. So please support them. Go and check it out. Buy the pay-per-view. Watch the matches back. Tell your buddies about it, because some amazing matches happened. Some brutal wars, and the Knuckles Up guys did a phenomenal job. So all around, I genuinely couldn't be happier. My wife and I are now going to spend the next few days relaxing here in York. We've extended our stay. Going to check out the sites and have a wonderful time. So to you guys, supporters of my channel, thank you so much. I'm losing my voice. Sorry, right at the end, I lose my voice. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support. It's been a long journey. I got to meet a lot of people tonight. That I even had a gentleman come up to me and said he was my number one hater. And by the end of the night, he said to me, "Look, you got my respect. Well done, and I appreciate what you do." So that meant a lot to me. But thank you guys for all your support online. I really do appreciate all of you. Great event tonight. Very happy with the result, and yeah, onwards and upwards.